Welcome to the Angus Report, a news program for cattle producers.
The week's top headlines from American Angus Association headquarters include a look at the cattle markets,
Land availability and growing concern among young farmers and ranchers,
tips for handling common AI mistakes, and how to keep conception rates up and feed costs down.
This is the Angus Report. Hello, I'm Bob Cervera.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
Our top news this week. Beef producers have seen quite a run in the cattle markets this year, with new records set for fed cattle prices and wholesale box beef prices earlier in 2014. Darrell Peel of Oklahoma State University says many ag economists didn't expect such an uptick in March. He discusses contributing factors and looks at the impacts of PED virus on the pork side of the meat complex.
We've set additional new records now in March with both fed cattle prices and wholesale box beef prices. And again, it's a testament to the fact that underneath it all, we have a very tight supply situation. We've had continuing weather impacts. And so, this market is just very vulnerable to these kind of shocks up, like this as a result of the overall tightness in the market. The latest thing that's changed in this meat complex is the continued impacts and the growing impacts really now of the PED virus. After the virus hit, last year and the middle of the year those supply effects are really starting to show up in the market now. We're seeing reductions in hog slaughter and hog production. And the pork market and hog markets are really reacting very strongly recently with dramatic run-ups, record levels, of course, and an awful lot of uncertainty in that industry. And obviously those high beef and pork prices are kind of playing off of each other now in the market and sort of supporting each other.
Young farmers and ranchers across the country recently identified their top challenge in the agriculture business, securing adequate land to grow crops and raise livestock. According to an annual Outlook survey conducted by the American Farm Bureau Federation, 22% of respondents cited land availability as their main concern, even more than economic challenges and profitability, which ranked second on the list. Other issues identified as top concerns included burdensome government regulations, availability of farm labor and related regulations, water availability, urbanization of farmland, and healthcare costs. Despite these challenges, survey results also revealed that 93% of the nation's young farmers and ranchers say they are better off now than they were 5 years ago.
Producers planning to AI their cow herds may want to rethink how they handle frozen straws and embryos. Avoiding common mistakes during insemination will improve pregnancy rates, says Brad Stroud, a veterinary specialist with Biotech Productions.
Number one is to, with your dewar or your liquid nitrogen vessel or tank, always keep it at least 3/4 full of liquid nitrogen. That way, if your top goblet on your cane will always be full of liquid, and if you expose it to the neck of the dewar, which it begins to warm up there and be in dangerous territory, your liquid in your top goblet will save you. I mean, it'll protect your samples. The other thing is I would have a replica dewar or nitrogen vessel. I'd have a replica of the one I own. And the other thing I would say is the 8-second rule. Don't hold a cane of semen or embryos in the neck of a vessel for longer than 8 seconds. Whether you're putting a straw back in a cane or whether you're taking one out to thaw it or to ship it, 8 seconds exposure is all you need.
The FDA has launched a new reporting system for cattlemen who suspect problems with feed they've purchased for their livestock. The Livestock Food Reporting Portal is an online system designed for producers, veterinarians, and nutritionists as a way to streamline the process of reporting product safety issues to the FDA and the National Institutes of Health. FDA's Center for Veterinary Medicine offers instructions on how to report a complaint on its website and reminds those involved to have detailed information ready, including a product description, expiration date, and purchase date and location. Read more about the process at fda.gov.
In many ways, the future of rural America depends on a thriving entrepreneurial spirit, individuals with ideas that can reshape businesses and their communities. The Angler Agribusiness Entrepreneurship Program at the University of Nebraska equips students with the skills and motivation they need to become successful entrepreneurs, even before they reach graduation. A group of these talented students recently visited the American Angus Association, where they learned about innovative communications practices and how they can apply those strategies to their own business plans. Next week on the show, we sit down with Program Director Tom Field and a panel of students to discuss why entrepreneurship is an important endeavor in agriculture today.
We go now to Jen McCrell with a look at news you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Crystal. Registration is now open for the 2014 Angus Means Business National Convention and Trade Show. All members of the Angus family, from seed stock producers to commercial cattlemen, feedlot operators, and packers, are invited to attend this premier event. Participants will hear from top-notch speakers, attend educational workshops, enjoy an expansive trade show, and of course, plenty of social events. A few activities to note: our keynote speaker, Richard Picciotto, the highest-ranking firefighter to survive the World Trade Center collapse, famous entertainer Baxter Black, and the first ever Angus University, which explores the story of a steak and features Lowell Catlett, an exciting futurist from New Mexico State University. You can get registered today online for only $25 at angus.org. As part of the annual event, association members will conduct business during the 131st Annual Convention of Delegates. Association members should keep an eye out for delegate nomination forms, which are currently being mailed, and help select delegates to serve for their state or district. Qualified representatives should be highly involved in the Angus business and be willing to represent Angus breeders at the annual convention next fall. Signed nomination forms must be returned back to the association office no later than June 30th. And that's what you need to know this week in the Angus business.
Thanks, Jenna. When the Angus Report returns, tips that help increase conception rates while lowering feed costs.
And Tom Field discusses sustainability in the Entrepreneurial Minute.
Visit angus.org to continue watching this episode of the Angus Report.
The Angus Report is brought to you by Merck Animal Health. Why not prevent respiratory disease before it steals from your bottom line? Vista Once protects your calves with the most complete respiratory disease coverage available. And Vision Blackleg vaccines can add 14 pounds per calf at weaning. Contact your veterinarian or animal health supplier today.
When forage quality is low, power your cow herd with VitaFerm Power products. Power Keg, Power Meal, and Power Lick Tub. All three deliver natural 20% protein and are fully fortified with Amaferm, the digestive enhancer, and can septate levels of vitamins and minerals like copper, zinc, and manganese. VitaFerm Power products include the minerals your cattle need to maximize reproduction and health, which means you don't have to feed minerals separately. VitaFerm Power products for cattle on mature forages, crop residues, or low-energy hay. Learn more at vitafirm.com.
Your herd, your business, your family. You've always protected what matters most, so you know how important vaccinations are for healthy cattle. And with Vista vaccines from Merck Animal Health, you know you're covered. No other vaccine works like Vista. Only Vista gives you complete dual-action pneumonia protection and complete one-dose fetal protection for the entire pregnancy. Protect what matters most. Talk to your veterinarian or animal health supplier about Vista.
Join the team, the Beef Quality Assurance Team. Getting BQA certified shows you're committed to practices that produce the highest quality beef in the world. And by visiting bqa.org, you can take the online certification course at a time that fits your schedule and from the comfort of your home or office. You'll also find lots of helpful tips on improving animal health and animal handling practices. Get certified, BQA certified, because it's about doing the right thing. Visit bqa.org today and become a member of the BQA team.
Working your cattle just got easier. Introducing the new VetGun delivery system, a new way to apply topical insecticides to your cattle. The VetGun lets you remotely treat cattle with effective parasite control, so you can do it from an ATV, on horseback, or just walking among the herd. It's that simple. The proven topical insecticide AML VetCap is used with the VetGun. It works fast to control horn flies and lice while minimizing stress on your cattle. Fast, easy, effective. VetGun. Check with your animal health supplier for availability.